And we're doing the pâté brisé for your fresh fruit tarts. So basically it's the same kind of pastry dough as you might have made with the apple pie or the chicken pie. So we start off with flour. Okay, this is 280 mils. Mix in your salt for flavor. I just use the pastry blender and give it a little stir. Okay. And then we're going to cut in with the pastry blender or 2 knives, okay, the butter. So we're just using butter this time to see how it does give a slightly different texture, a little bit less flaky, a little bit more crumbly, but you'll still get flaky texture as long as the butter is cold. So that's why we've measured in a liquid measure with the liquid displacement method and cut it until it's all small, mealy crumbs. Okay, so this time we want it all in small chunks. All right, now we've got the fat cut in nice and small. Notice that they are all small pieces, no large chunks anymore. Okay, remember the large chunks are what gives it flakiness. So this time our crust is maybe not going to be quite as flaky, but still very tender. Okay, so now we have ice water, 60 mils. I'm just going to take the ice out. We don't need the ice chunks in there. So we want approximately 60 mils of cold ice water, and you may not need to add it all. So what we're going to do is sprinkle it in. You could sprinkle it in with a spoon, like this, or you can sprinkle it in just dribbling it in like this. Okay, at this point you can check if it will come together. Okay, it may seem dry still, but if you can push it together into a ball, then it is wet enough. If it's still too crumbly, then you can add a little bit more water. So you start off with 50 mils and you can add up to 10 more mils of water if you need it. Okay, you're going to cut this. So I've gathered it into a ball. Okay, so notice it was crumbly at first, but I was able to get it all gathered up together without any more crumbs. I'm going to cut this in half so that it will chill faster, and we will wrap it. Okay, we'll put those into the refrigerator and make your pastry cream while these are chilling. All right, while the dough is chilling in the fridge for 1 hour, we will make our pastry cream. You'll notice this pastry cream is a little bit different than the one you made for the eclairs. So we start off with whisking the sugar, flour, and salt together. Now you see how I'm tilting it? I can see some flour in the corners here. Okay, so tilt it around to make sure you get all the flour in the corners. Okay, that might be stuck in there. Okay, so there's a clump in there. Get your whisk right into the corner. Get your fork right into the corner. If you have to, use a spoon or rubber spatula and get it out of the corners. Then we're going to add our egg. Now I just wanted to show you, I forgot to take my eggs out of the refrigerator. So what I've done is put it in a little bit of warm water, okay? Not hot water, just warm water from the tap. And that has at least warmed up that egg a little bit so it's not so cold. But you want to see this thickness. Okay. Stirring really fast and vigorously so it will prevent lumps. Once you are done, you'll see it's nice and thick. Take it off the heat right away. Okay, don't forget the heat is still in there. It will keep thickening. Now, if you notice any big lumps in your pastry cream, it could be the eggs that have coagulated a little bit. Then what I would do is just run it through a sieve first, and that'll take out any chunks. I'm going to put the plastic wrap right up against the cream. I'm going to show you a couple of different pans that we can use. There is the recipe originally asked to use Tart pans, which I have these from school. We have these mini pie plates, okay? But there's also other options you can do. If you don't have small pie plates at home, you could do a large pie plate, okay? Which means you would not divide this dough into two portions. You just would leave it in one ball. Or you could also use some of these, if you have disposable aluminum foil tins. So these are the mini Tart tins. And then the other option is muffin pans. So muffin pans, what you would do with these, I have both mini ones and a regular size one, but you would turn them upside down and put the pastry on the outside. That helps you be able to take that tart off, the shell off easier than if they were in here trying to pop them out. So I will start by rolling out the first ball of dough. You can leave the other one in the fridge, okay, while we roll this one. All right, I'm going to show you some different sizes that we can cut with and what you have at home possibly to cut with. So for the muffin tin, I have found that the cream cheese lid container, or maybe a sour cream lid, or even the yogurt lids might be a good size. Just try not to push too much down, don't stretch it. Just push it in towards the pan so that it just hugs the outside of the pan. Don't forget to prick the bottoms with a fork. This will prevent it from poofing up and creating a big air pocket there. Okay, just a mental note, this is what happens when you don't prick the crust on the bottom. It balloons up and puffs up and you don't really have anything to put your cream or berries in. So remember to prick your crust. Okay, here's how to finish off our tarts. This was the one on the back of the muffin tin. This was the one in the pie tin. Okay, we'll take some of that custard cream out of the refrigerator. Remember the plastic was right on top. We're going to give it a good stir to get it nice and smooth again, because once it's chilled it gets a little bit firm and lumpy looking. Okay, so we'll spoon some of that into your pie crust. So don't forget to wash your berries. Okay, we can cut these into smaller pieces to match the size of your blueberries, or I can show you a little fancy way to cut it into slices and put it on. I already have my melted jam or jelly in here, and if it's too thick you can add a little bit of water to thin out your jam or jelly, and then just give that a little stir to coat it and make it all look nice and shiny. Okay, the jam or jelly is just to give it a nice glaze, a nice shiny top.